Santa Fe Cattle Company presents Ronnie Smith's Outdoor Adventures.
That's it. From now on, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I am tired of messing around. Today, something gonna die.
Ranch buck.
Go find this. Bullwinkle.
Today's Outdoor Adventures brought to you by Santa Fe Cattle Company and other great sponsors like Primo's Hunting Calls, Matthews Solo Cam, Camo Wraps, Gorilla Tree Stands, Weaver Tidmore Attorneys, Mossy Oak Brand Camo, Carbon Express Arrows, Pepsi, Thompson Center Arms, Colonial Chevrolet Buick, Cox Industries, and Marvin's Building Material and Home Centers. Welcome to today's show, folks, where once again we're going to be hunting southeast Alabama. I'm talking about Bullock County, Alabama, at my favorite place in the world to hunt. I'm talking about Enon Plantation, the most incredible whitetail deer hunting in the world as far as I'm concerned. Now let me tell you a little bit about Enon Plantation. Now located in the heart of Dixie, Enon Plantation is rich with southern tradition and scenery. The history behind this plantation represents and reflects the quality of southern living from years past. Now the values in which this plantation was built is as deep-rooted as the many red oaks that grow in numbers at this historic plantation. However, I found that the true beauty of this place is the fact that you can also enjoy this place as well. Enon Plantation employs a southern hunting icon named Fred Law, who you can book a deer hunt with and possibly take a deer of a lifetime. Now I gotta tell you that Fred's harvest percentages are unbelievable, to say the least. Now Enon Plantation is also heralded for their fall release quail hunts as well as their wild bird hunts on another plantation that they manage. All of this is overseen by my buddy Cam Lanier, who has definitely got his hands full, not only as a host, but as a father of three of the cutest little boys in the South. Now on today's show here at Enon Plantation, we're going to be joined by a friend of mine. I'm talking about Chip Crane from Mississippi, and I'm going to film Chip taking the biggest buck of his lifetime. I'm also going to take one of the heaviest deer ever taken from Enon Plantation. I'm talking about an old 256-pound mature whitetail buck. But first on today's show, my son Ron is going to join me here at Enon Plantation to hunt a few thousand acres that I have leased from Cam Lanier. Now let's join Ron and I on an early season bow hunt.
We just met my son Ron out at the gate. He's behind me right now. He's following me. He's in the new truck and I'm in this old wore out Jeep. Go figure. I'm gonna get to hunt with my son for the first time in many months. He's gonna come hunt with his daddy. He's a good boy. I call him Boo Boo. He's a good shot too. He'll kill a deer. Wait and see. This is my son Ron. He come to hunt with his daddy. Just like old times, boy, I shoot him and he drags him. Ain't that right, Ron? I'm glad you can make it, boy. Did you have a good trip?
Yes, sir.
I got half your stuff already here, so just get your stuff out of the truck. We got to check the transmission fluid in the Jeep. It's starting to slip on us a little bit.
Now as you can see, my son Ron's been shooting a bow for a long time. Here he is at age 4 shooting a deer target on this home video I made at 12 yards. Now Ron didn't have much trouble finding the kill zone back then, and he didn't later on when he was 12 years old when I took him hog hunting. Ron's always been a good shot, but more importantly, he's a real good boy. if you remember one of my earlier shows that I did a few years ago, I took Ron and filmed him this afternoon at our farm where he took a nice doe this afternoon on this green field. Ron has just always been a good shot and had a good steady hand and a good eye when it comes to bow hunting.
That's a pretty good shot.
And you may remember earlier in the season that I took Ron down to Enon Plantation and he shot a 134-inch 10-point with his bow. I tell you what, Ron got a lot out of shooting that deer. It meant a lot to him, but it meant a whole lot more to me just for him to come hunting with me.
That's a steak. All over the steak. Guess where they came from? Bullicious. That's right. Remember that big old bull elk I shot? We're getting the grease hot right here because we're gonna put some turkey breast in there. And then we got some potatoes. There's potato. We'll do a little eating down here. There's gonna be a little eating going on. There's plenty of hunting going on, plenty of killing. Now it's gonna be time to eat.
Now the next morning, after a big, delicious elk steak, Ron and I went out hunting. And I was able to take a nice mature doe on the edge of this cutover and get some fresh meat for the grill that night.
That's exactly
Now, if you remember one of my earlier shows, I'm not the only predator in the woods these days looking for fresh meat. This old coyote was enjoying a doe that I had just shot seconds before I shot him. Now, after the morning hunt, Ron and I went out fishing. Now, actually, Ron was more interested in fishing. I myself was just having a great time just being with Ron. You know, that's one of the beauties of early bow season. The weather allows you to fish and hunt in the same day, and fish generally bite pretty good during the fall also. Now, Ron and I went out this afternoon to try to get Ron a nice buck, and he had radioed me and told me he had a pretty nice one on the ground. So when I went to pick him up, we saw just how nice he really was.
You can see his horns sticking up about that high above his body. Come on, man, he's laying right in the middle of the green field. Look up there, Matt. What are you doing still in the tree, boy? Man, he ain't going nowhere. He's down. He is down, boy. Oh, son. Son. Look at that. Ron, I think this deer's better than you think he is, buddy. Good night. Look at that. That's my boy.
It all happened so fast.
Look at that.
When he came out, he was booking it across the field to those does, and
Really?
I kind of snorted at him and
Stopped him.
and he slowed down and looked at me, and I had to make just a real quick decision and shot him and
Awesome.
dropped him right on the
He
field.
went straight down, did he?
Yes, sir.
Way to go, buddy. I'm proud of you, boy.
Thank you.
You know I'm proud of you where you shoot anything or not. Glad you're here.
Thank you for letting me come with you.
Y'all know I'm proud. That's my son, man. I tell you what, he's an awesome hunter. You know, you bring these kids up when they're young and you teach them how to shoot and show them the different varieties of enjoyment that you can get out of the environment when you're an outdoorsman, a hunter, and a fisherman. And man, when they get to be a little bit older and they get to make the decision on their own to choose to go hunting or fishing with you or on their own or just to spend time in the woods as an outdoorsman, it just makes you happy. It's a great feeling to know that your kids are into what you're into. Y'all don't go anywhere, because when we come back, I'm gonna take a big, nasty swamp buck. I mean a big round-bellied pig. The biggest deer I've ever taken in the South, and probably the second or third biggest deer I've ever taken in my life. And then we're gonna go with my buddy Chip Crane from Mississippi as he comes over here to hunt Enon Plantation with me this afternoon. And Chip is gonna take the biggest deer that he's ever taken. Y'all don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with more whitetail deer hunting from Enon Plantation in Southeast Alabama. We'll be right back.
Marvin's Building Materials and Home Centers make shopping for home improvements so easy, you'll have to shop us to believe it. Great selection, helpful sales associates, and everyday low prices. Come shop Marvin's drive-through lumber yard. Tired of loading your lumber purchases twice? It's better at Marvin's. Load straight into your vehicle. It's that easy. And Marvin's also offers free delivery. Marvin's, making it easy, one project at a time.
Cox Industries is celebrating over 50 years of producing the Southeast's finest, longest-lasting, state-of-the-art treated lumber. Whether it's for commercial use like utility poles and heavy-duty bridge timbers for your yard, playground, or farm, Cox Industries Select Grade Lumber is the first in class. Log on to Ronnie's website to find a dealer nearest you or find out how you can win a Cox Industries free hunt giveaway.
When you have the ultimate outdoor vehicle, or you just want the ultimate outdoor look, you need Camo Wrap's the ultimate outdoor protection. Wrap, trim, or accent your investment with the latest in high-definition camo. Visit the guys on the web at camowraps.com or give them a call at 866-CAMO-MAN and hide your toys.
Well, now you'll be able to watch my outdoor program 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere across the United States by logging on to myoutdoortv.com, and you can watch me on your time. That's myoutdoortv.com.
Now, when I first got to my stand this afternoon, I saw a big, huge bird. I thought it was a monster buzzard, but it wasn't. I realized it was an eagle, and this eagle soared around for a few minutes when there was a couple of fawns feeding on the green field, and just a couple of minutes later, he swooped down and attacked one of the fawns. The fawn ran off the field. The eagle perched back up on a limb right up above another fawn that was still out there that didn't realize what was going on. He watched this fawn for a few minutes, and I just knew he was going to try to attack this fawn before he left. I'd give anything if I'd had this on video, but I wasn't able to do that. And it was getting real late. I had to cut the camera on low light setting, and I only had just a few more minutes of daylight. But guess what? This real nice fat buck comes up to the edge of the field, and I knew right then it was on.
Lord. Oh, Lord, did you see that big wide son of a gun? Did you see him? Did you see that joker? You see how wide he was and how white and how he was 8-point, real wide. My tape is running out. I'm almost out of tape. I was shaking like a doggone leaf. I'm freezing to death. The thing's flashing up saying tape. I'm almost out of tape. I'm almost out of tape. The batteries, I'm almost out of battery. I wish I had a cameraman, but my cameraman's sick again this afternoon. I just filmed myself shoot doggone big swamp daddy. Big swamp daddy. Whew. I'm gonna get my orange vest on and get down and go get him. Just stay tuned.
Some of my friends say that I'm as hard to find as an old buck, and I tell them to find an old buck, all you gotta do is find his favorite food source. I also tell them that all they gotta do to find me is follow me to my favorite food source.
I tell you what I'll do, I'll even give you a clue. I'll either be at one of the 6 locations in Alabama or the 4 in Tennessee and Kentucky, or maybe the 3 in Mississippi and Georgia, or one of the many locations in Oklahoma. But either way, if you're hunting me, hang your tree stand in Santa Fe Cattle Company, and I'll see you there. Now folks, I want to take just a minute to tell you about a couple of my hunting and fishing buddies. I'm talking about Rusty Weaver and David Tidmore. I want to let you know that if you've been a victim of an accident or of wrongdoing, or if you know someone that has, to give Rusty and David a call. Now you can talk as long as you want and call as many times as you want, and there's never any fee unless they collect for you. So next time you need any legal advice at all whatsoever, give Rusty and David a call. If you purchase my DVD with 24 exciting gun and bow deer hunts from across the Southeast and Midwest, I'll give you nearly 2 hours of gun and bow turkey hunts with 28 turkey kills for a total of nearly 4 hours of exciting non-stop hunts, all for $15.99. Get yours today. Well, folks, you probably already knew that Marvin's Building Material is here to help with all types of home improvement. But what you might not know is that Marvin's is there to help with all types of hunt improvement. If you're looking for feed, seed, or fertilizer to keep your herd healthy throughout the fall and winter, or if you're interested in supplemental feeding or just keeping a watch on your herd, then Marvin's is there for you with all types of accessories to improve your hunt. Now, you know what I know. Marvin's Building Material and Home Center makes it easy for me, one hunt at a time. Welcome back to the show, folks, where I just took the heaviest bodied deer that I've ever taken in the Southeast. This was a bruiser. Look at that. That is a doggone old buck. What a bruiser. I just can't get over it. This is a mule, y'all. This is 250, 260 pounds. And here in Southeast Alabama, this is a large deer. Awesome, man. Well, let's get the golf cart. We'll see if we're going to rear the front end of that golf cart up, ain't we? Now let's go with my good friend Chip Crane, who was introduced to me by a good friend of mine, Clay Langford. And he asked me to take Chip hunting in hopes that Chip would come all the way from Mississippi and possibly take the biggest deer he's ever taken in his life. Now we're hunting a food plot this afternoon that is already filled up with a ton of deer in hopes that maybe, possibly, the biggest deer that Chip Crane's ever seen would show up before dark. Now I'm filming Chip this afternoon. We're facing some high winds this afternoon with 40-mile-an-hour gusts straight in our face. Now you can hear from time to time a limb that's raking along the metal roof in the shooting house. It sounds real loud on camera, but actually these deer are used to it and it's not near as loud for them as it was us. Yeah, you need to kill that deer. You don't need to kill it, please. That's a shooter. Ladies and gentlemen, Chip Crane up to bat from Mississippi. Here comes the buck of a lifetime out there. He's got a gun. He's hunting with a professional guide. What could go wrong? So whoosh, a swing and a miss, Chip. What is up? Everything's perfect. And oh yeah, not to mention I got about 30 seconds left of good shooting light. Come on, Chip, what is going on? Did you forget to load the gun? Or is it a bad shell? Or possibly maybe the trigger mechanism in the gun, the firing pin may be messed up. Okay, no big deal, no love lost. Let's try it again, Chip. Come on. Take it, Chip. Take it. Chip Crane up to bat once again for Mississippi, and so whoosh, a swing and a miss again. Come on, Chip, we got to make this thing happen. I was asked to put you on a deer. Now, I've done my job. The biggest deer of your life, I got him right there in front of you, 60 yards. He's broadside. Now it's your turn, Chip. Some of my friends say that I'm as hard to find as an old buck, and I tell them to find an old buck, all you gotta do is find his favorite food source. I also tell them that all they gotta do to find me is follow me to my favorite food source. I tell you what I'll do, I'll even give you a clue. I'll either be at one of the 6 locations in Alabama, or the 4 in Tennessee and Kentucky, or maybe the 3 in Mississippi and Georgia, or one of the many locations in Oklahoma. But either way, if you're hunting me, hang your tree stand in Santa Fe Cattle Company, and I'll see you there. When you have the ultimate outdoor vehicle, or you just want the ultimate outdoor look, you need Camo Wrap's the ultimate outdoor protection. Wrap, trim, or accent your investment with the latest in high-definition camo. Visit the guys on the web at camowraps.com or give them a call at 866-CAMO-MAN and hide your toys.
I'm Jerry Johnston, and I invite you to join Alabama Trophy Hunters Association. Call us now and get one of the biggest and best whitetail hunting magazines in our industry. The journal will arrive every other month for 3 years, but you'll also receive the annual Whitetail Hunting Guide, the popular window decal, members card, and free Friday night admission to all of the Hunters Extravaganzas. Call now and get the Trophy Hunters Grunt Call, and much more. All this for just $70. Now that's a deal. Give us a call.
If you purchase my DVD with 24 exciting gun and bow deer hunts from across the Southeast and Midwest, I'll give you nearly 2 hours of gun and bow turkey hunts with 28 turkey kills for a total of nearly 4 hours of exciting non-stop hunts, all for $15.99. Get yours today.
The all-new, all-electric, 4-wheel drive SUV from Bad Boy. Quiet, powerful, seats 4 and built Bad Boy tough. See one online at badboybuggies.com. The new Bad Boy SUV. They'll never hear you coming. If you have any questions or comments about today's show, email Ronnie at Ronnie Smith's Outdoors or log on to Ronnie's website at RonnieSmithsOutdoors.com.
Well, now you'll be able to watch my outdoor program 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere across the United States by logging on to myoutdoortv.com, and you can watch me on your time. That's myoutdoortv.com.
Killed. You got him, boy. Way to go, buddy.
Good deal.
Awesome. Get the light on.
I cannot believe.
Chip, you made I believe. 2 shells. Well, the shell wasn't no good.
No, it was never.
God. We had to swap plates in the shooting house. Had to swap the shell out. Clicked on him twice. Son, that's a good deer.
That's great.
That's a 130-inch 9.
That's great.
I did my job, didn't I? Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I appreciate it.
That was awesome. I appreciate you.
Look at all the deer.
I know it, buddy. That's
Still
awesome.
full of them.
I know
Still.
it. That's awesome.
I couldn't believe though he didn't drop.
Oh, he did. I got him on video drop.
But I mean, in his tracks.
Yeah, you hit him look like pretty high, but you hit him good. He went right out there and spun around and dropped. You man,
Snapped.
I'm just glad you got him, though.
I can't believe
I'm
that. I
glad you got
snapped
him.
twice.
That's awesome. You had to swap shell. I had to swap battery. I got the battery beeping.
And
Said
to take my glove off.
Yeah, low battery, low battery. Your shell ain't no good.
Man.
Good Lord just wanted us to have that
That's
deer.
exactly
didn't he?
right. It was
That's
our
awesome.
time.
Congratulations.
It was our time.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm shaking you.
I can't believe.
Mississippi man had to come on here and show his Alabama boys how to shoot a deer, didn't he?
Exactly right.
That's awesome, Chip.
That is a fine deer.
I told you when I saw him, I said, that son gun's narrow, but he's got some character.
He nearly meets.
Yeah, look at that.
You said he would. You wouldn't ever kill another one with any more character than that.
That's what I said. I said that there will be one you'll talk about from now on, probably your favorite deer because the way it's built.
Anybody around here mount deer?
That's all.
He's heavy.
That sucker is heavy right
He
there.
sure
man.
is.
You know, and look how long that is right there.
And you what lane?
I told God to drag him to the truck. That's the guy, the cameraman's the guy.
Ronnie, let's drop down.
Folks, let me tell you, my friend Chip Crane came all the way from Mississippi to hunt deer down here in southeast Alabama at Enon Plantation. He knew what was here. He came and he got what he was after. And that's a mature whitetail buck, first afternoon of the first day. Enon Plantation, it don't get any better than this. Y'all get that?
Windy conditions.
Yeah, high winds, 40-mile-an-hour gust. My man Chip, he didn't scare him off. He stayed in there when we saw 30 does. Another 2.5-year-old rack deer, 8-point, scoring a little over 110 inches probably. And this deer probably be a 160-inch deer when he's 5 years old. This deer right here has a lot of character, a lot of mass. This is just your typical mature whitetail buck here at Enon.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Team member. That's right.
That's what I.
Now it seems like old Chip Crane found a good shell just in time. He finally took the deer right before we ran out of good camera light. Now y'all listen real good to a statement that Cam Lanier, the owner of Enon Plantation, made while he was carrying the camera. And don't think that I'm not going to take him up on this. Y'all listen real good.
I might start filming for him. I think I found my collar here. I might start filming for him. I think I found my collar here.
Today's Outdoor Adventure has been brought to you by Santa Fe Cattle Company and these other great sponsors.